Anyway, so here we go. We're in game number 1 of match number 3, and this is going to be a ZVT between Metagaming's Shade, spawning in the top right as the red Terran, and Team Legion's JimRiSiNg, spawning in the top left as the pink Zerg.
Good stuff.
And as usual, I am ButteryGreg, and I'm here with Anataras. And I think we're having a good evening.
Mm-hmm.
You say so?
Mm-hmm. Much better evening for me.
I think it's a good evening all around. We're tied up 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Very spontaneous clan war, too, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of planned beforehand, but it looks like they didn't quite figure out enough details because they were still deciding on the format and the map pool and all kinds of things right when we started. So.
Yeah.
Oh well, though. Looks like we've gotten everything sorted out. Things are going pretty smoothly now. Kind of sucks when clan wars don't go smoothly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We have a bit of lag.
Looks like the internet connection to Canada was severed for a moment there.
Was it still going for you?
It was going fine for me, but there were 2 people lagging, and I'm just going to assume both of you were from Canada.
It's very possible. It's very possible.
Probably using like the same BNet server or something. I don't know. Anyway, JimRiSiNg going with a 14 hatch here. It's kind of interesting. He says this is his anti-bunker rush build. So, we will see.
You and me both, Alamusia. You and me both.
Yeah.
I haven't played in like 3 seasons.
I'm finally just starting to get better at this game. I'm pretty excited about that.
Good stuff.
But anyway, JimRiSiNg's it's pretty cool. His 14 hatch here is a little bit earlier, you would think, compared to a 15 hatch, of course. But he has asserted to me multiple times that he's able to beat a pretty good 2x bunker rush with this. So he's gonna play it safe. He might even expect a bunker rush. I'm not sure. We will see. We will see when that. Yep, here it is.
Yep,
bunker rush.
Bunker.
He's got only drones, but he's gonna have no trouble stopping this.
Exactly.
This might actually be a little bit of a decoy.
Late on that. The Marine is way behind. That SCV is going to be dead before he can even get there.
Yeah, I think that's actually kind of surprising. I think that Shade should really pull back here.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, he pulled his SCV away. It's still alive with 5 health. And he went and regrouped with the Marine. Now he's going to finish the bunker with 5 health on his SCV. But these 2 drones are pulled off the mineral line to try and attack that Marine and get him out of the base. So they can finish off the bunker. Or the SCV building it, rather. And, yeah, he's dead, so...
Yeah.
He's just kind of sitting there half-built.
I think this has been pretty much stopped in its tracks, and it looks like Shade agrees with us. He's leaving the bunker here for now, but he's pulled back all his Marines. And Jim just... handling that like a boss. He did not make any Zerglings during that entire battle.
Yep, exactly. He won that with drones.
Just all drones, and now he's going for roaches.
Mm-hmm.
That's some experience laddering on career right there. Korean Terrans are super aggressive, and Jim has, I think his practice has certainly paid off. He's gotten pretty good at handling that.
Yeah, that was expertly handled.
We do have...
Here we go. We've got some more Marines trying to push in. I think that one shot his friend there for a second.
Some friendly fire, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think Jim's gonna... I mean, he could lose this queen if Shade were to commit to this, but these roaches are almost done, and at that point, it's gonna be GG for those Marines.
Did he build any lings at all?
Nope.
No, he didn't. He's going straight to roaches. Excellent.
Yeah, and it looks like Shade's transitioning into some Hellions. Of course, he went for a really common Blue Flame Hellion opener here. And it looks...
And he's going to be disappointed because he doesn't have a whole lot of light units to...
Yeah, he's going to be super, super disappointed.
He's just got drones, and Jim's already got the roaches to chase him away.
Yep, he just has to make roaches from here on out and prevent the Hellions from running past him, and he's going to have no trouble with this.
It's like he's anticipating all the actions, so yeah, this is definitely a sign of practice.
Absolutely, I think he's been playing 20, 30 games a day for weeks on the Korean servers too, and that's some serious playing right there. I've been practicing like 5 games a day for like a week, and I can already feel it paying off, so I can't imagine how much like 30 or 40 would do.
That roach is tough. He had 4 Hellions on him.
Yeah, he
and
didn't get any kills, unfortunately. It's too bad.
If he had committed to killing that 1 Hellion that he almost killed the first shot, he would have taken out a couple of them at least.
That's true. I think Shade may have had a little bit of micro. I wasn't really paying attention. But he's got 2 roaches coming in now. And of course, this blue flame upgrade makes it look intimidating, as everyone knows, but it doesn't give any bonus damage against non-light units.
Yeah, exactly. Versus light is 19, damage is still 8 for everything else.
Yeah, and that's kind of the deciding factor. But if these Hellions can get up into the natural, they could go to town on these drones.
They could still do a lot of economy damage. They just need to be able to get in there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident that's not going to happen.
No, there's way too many roaches now.
He could just move against him and he'd be fine. He'd probably take out that natural even.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to send out some Zerglings. I don't think he can counterattack up into Shade's natural, but he's doing really well with his roaches, checking out the third here, looking for these Hellions. Oh no, he's kind of moving back out. It's like a tough dance going on here. We've got the Hellions trying to hide from the roaches, and then they finally managed to sneak past them, and they could just run up into the natural now. Looks like that's what he's going to do. Ooh, 1 roach spots him. Kind of. I think he spotted him. Yeah, definitely.
There we go. Very nice. He picks off a Hellion.
He's got to be careful though, because Lings tend to line themselves up when they are attacking.
Here we go.
But we've got the roaches running up into Shade's natural.
Oh wow, the SCVs surrounded that siege tank to try and protect it, but that wasn't enough to save it.
No,
roaches had already done a lot of damage.
Pretty much got one shot by those roaches. They have a lot of damage, and then unfortunately, it kind of backfired a little bit because that siege tank was sieged up on the high ground, and he was doing some friendly fire to those SCVs. I agree with Sink there. Why did he unsiege his tanks and move them? We will never know. Actually, interesting story. Shade has pulled ahead in the supply count.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting result. I thought Jim was in a great position after that attack. But
he did a lot of damage, but I guess he lost more units.
Let's pull up the loss tab and see how this went. No, Jim actually lost 1,400 more resources worth of units after that battle. So that just didn't work well for him at all.
How did that happen?
I think he perhaps overcommitted a little bit. So hopefully he will settle down, take his third, and macro up. One thing I've seen Jim do in the past is he'd actually have like a great first attack, not just like that one was perhaps mediocre or a little bit bad, but he would have a great first attack, overcommit, and lose the game. So it's good that he's falling back on macro now. I would love to see him do that more often. But Shade's feeling pretty comfortable. He's taking down, he's taking his command center down to his third here. He's going to be pretty much up a base against Zerg, and that is just not the position you want to be in.
No, not against a Terran.
Definitely not.
But Jim's base has been started for a while. It's just about to finish.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be able to transfer some drones over there and get the mining going.
And I think we're going to see some Baneling play soon, because the centrifugal hooks, the Baneling speed is about half done. And there are quite a few Lings here, I guess just waiting to morph.
Yeah, he really needs to transition into the sort of the standard mid-game ZVT. He's got his layers, so I would not be surprised to see him throw down a Spire soon, but Ling, Baneling, and Mutalisk is really the appropriate way to play against a Marine tank. Which is definitely what Shade has been going for right here.
Jim's actually taking a 4th base.
That's probably good. I think he may have realized that with Terran taking his 3rd this early, he's actually a little bit behind. And so he's got to be a bit risky here to take this 4th base and try to jumpstart his economy and pull ahead.
Combat easy. That always makes me chuckle.
Jim is making 2 infestation pits for some reason.
Do infestors have more than one upgrade?
They do have 2 upgrades. I've never
really
seen
want
someone get
infestors
both
right
at the
now.
same time.
Oh, that one was cancelled. Maybe he realized his mistake.
Alright. Thank God. Because that would have been really bad.
Big waste of money.
Indeed.
Alright, we're getting some banelings morphed outside the base. And the creep is spreading towards Terran.
Yeah, Shade actually really doesn't want to let this creep get too far. He may not want to commit to an attack, even though he has the army advantage, but he definitely wants to get in here and throw down a scan and pick off some of these creep tumors.
We've got a whole bunch of lings and banes moving up, and they're gonna run into these marines.
He might be able to pull in.
Round on him, very nice.
I was saying, Destiny's Baneling analogy coming into play here. And he gets a lot of marine kills with those banelings. Well done. And hopefully he's going to do the smart thing and retreat. He's holding the watchtower. Not bad. Alright, so it looks like Jim has his hive just finished inside his main, so... But he has no spire still. Unless I'm mistaken, he has no spire. So we're not going to see any broodlords. He looks like he's getting +2 melee attack and +2 ground armor, as well as that.
He's getting his Ultralist Cavern.
Yeah, ultras. There we go. As well as that epic upgrade, Adrenal Glands, which makes Zerglings attack incredibly quickly.
Oh yeah. Oh, we have a drop in the main base.
Yep. But it looks like it gets repelled by some quick Zergling action, and 2 queens are trying to chase down the medevac.
Oh, the queens are still there. You don't want to be there, medevac. Oh, there it
Gets
goes.
sniped.
That was full.
He's got another drop coming in at the 4th base here, but Jim's got some infestors down, and he's going to get some free kills here. Chain fungal picking off these marines. Get the medevacs easy too, although he's out of fungal growths now, so medevacs escape with like 15 hit points each.
Oh, here we go. We're getting some scans, and he's destroying the creep MGShaDe. He's got his siege tanks. He's got about 6 of them, 7 of them sieged up now.
Very nice fungal growth
All
there, but he's got to be careful.
fungals, though, yeah.
And Jim has actually pulled ahead in supply. Wow.
5 Ultralisks on the way for JimRiSiNg.
I think this is going to be the only way that JimRiSiNg is going to be able to deal with these tanks. He doesn't want to run his Zerglings in here, so he needs something that can tank some damage. Lots of ultras coming out, and he's got that chitinous plating coming out, and he's got the +3 attack. Ooh,
Here we go. He throws in the lings for a distract. They run right past while the ultras come in and clean up. Holy crap.
These Zerglings are just dominating everything.
Beans, yeah.
And I dare say that's going to be GG right there. He just cleaned up all of those tanks. He's got a 30 supply lead
He
left.
walked over them. There was like constant motion of his army past those tanks and just destroyed everything in his path.
Yeah, absolutely. But this is really nice from Shade right here. He's got these 2 tanks sieged on the high ground. Nothing Jim can do about them. So I agree, actually. That went a little bit better for Shade than I expected. Although I wouldn't say he's in a good position, because he did have a lead and he's 40 food down now.
Yeah.
Went a little better.
And his ultras are coming.
Ling's running up into the natural. Mutas, or not mutas, ultras are going to start gnawing away at everything.
Yep, there's a couple siege tanks that he's going to bring the ultras over to deal with right away. And the bunker.
Oh no.
Good stuff.
Ultras are starting to explode.
Yep.
He needs to be careful here.
Got 3 of them left. That one's pretty injured. There he goes. And there they all go. He's got 5 more, just about to finish.
I think that was actually
Oh, he's got 5 more sitting on the field.
Yeah, I mean, Jim has remaxed his army and he's doing okay, but I don't know, that attack actually didn't really go that well because
Yeah.
he engaged in some pretty narrow chokes here formed by these randomly placed buildings. So, Terran was really able to come back a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Jim's got to be careful. We got another drop moving in here with 2 siege tanks coming down by Jim's 4th, and at the same time he's going to go for a little bit of a counterattack. Or, I guess a continued attack, really. It's just more Ling Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
Try to kill some workers. And I think this could be GG for real this time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, these tanks haven't even done anything.
He's not even looking at the tanks.
Yeah.
So Planetary Fortress here, these Ultras are going to completely destroy it. It's taking out the Zerglings 3 at a time, but the Ultras just do way too much damage, and they cannot be touched by that thing.
Absolutely. Look, this Ultra's just over here confused. It doesn't even know what to attack. Have you ever like looked at this? Like, Ultras are basically like they have arms, except with instead of hands, they just have these large like scythe
Giant
blades.
claws. Yeah. Giant scythe-like claws.
Not sure why Jim's retreating there. I mean, I guess he was attacking up a ramp, and that's bad, but he really could probably just A-move these Ultras into the Terran army.
Oh, I think he's retreating because he's protecting his Baneling Eggs because he's going to send those in first.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. A-move the Banelings.
There we go. Ultras in your base.
And
There's GG.
Shade is forced to GG, so JimRiSiNg is going to take game 1.
I am always so happy to see Ultra